Good evening. I have a video because I saw some very good news regarding one of my favorite projects called Sologenic. Yeah, they had some big news, so I'm going to go over the news, of course, going to explaining why this is so big, and then I will show the charts as well. I will just explain what the project is. Some people might not know it or have not heard of it, but yeah, this is a big one. I'm excited about it. I think this Sologenic has great potential. So let's dive right into the news. So Sologenic is a decentralized exchange. The main function main utility is a tax on the XRP ledger. So yeah, as everybody knows, XRP is the third largest crypto at the moment. So it's very successful, and it's Sologenic is only under 100 million. So there is not that crazy volume on the XRP ledger itself on the text there, but they have been expanding and they are starting to go into tokenized stocks. This what was announced last year, I believe in November during the bull run. And when this was announced, we already had a crazy run. It was one of the best performance of my portfolio back then. We went from, I believe, 7 cents all the way, some spikes to nearly $1. Yeah, above 90 cents. So that was more than 10x. Since then, it has retraced quite a bit. We will go into the charts again. But yeah, now is the real time of receiving an approval, and they're expecting to launch actually this end of the year. So it's coming quite soon. And yeah, let's now dive into the actual news. So here we see it. The platform, when it's going to be on, it's called SoloTex. So breaking Sologenic partner Texture Capital receives FINRA approval to trade U.S. equities, positions represented as stock tokens. So you'll be able to trade stock tokens on the SoloTex platform, which is yeah, quite a revolution. And everybody has been hinting at yeah, the tokenized assets. People like BlackRock, companies like BlackRock. I mean, people like Larry Fink. There's a lot of talk that basically almost every financial asset is going to be tokenized. So there's a lot of hype regarding real world assets projects. Yeah, this is very revolutionary because to be able to have this actually live, I believe they're one of the first ones, and especially ones with such a big yeah, license and approval. So let's dive into it. SoloTex will allow U.S. retail traders to access U.S. equity markets with stablecoins. So you can directly change your USDC or USDT to any stock available in major U.S. equity markets. So you will receive a stock token which is minted on demand at the time of purchase. And very important that it's not just a derivative. Each token corresponds with a share of the underlying stock held in the custody of the clearing broker. So it's you're actually holding the stocks, but then in a yeah, token format, which previously was not possible. You're not buying if you're just buying on your stockbroker, you're not receiving stock token like that. So this is really new. It's really revolutionary, and you get also full shareholder rights, including dividends, both. Yeah, then it says on-chain, but it's also mismarked for you as investors. It says some more benefits of yeah, why it's so revolutionary. Then a quote, I believe Texas Capital FINRA approval will pave the way to a new era of tokenized capital markets, said the CEO. This is also 24/7 path towards 24/7 market structure, and yeah, offering actual tokenized U.S. equities to U.S. market has always been the holy grail. So I haven't researched this, but I haven't actually seen it before. So it could be that they're actually the first ones, which will make it even more, yeah, huge. This news. So then let's show the actual platform, then how it looks. Of course, it's still a waiting list, but now since recently, actually show you how it will look like. I really like the branding personally myself. UI looks very good. like the colors in there. And yeah, when it will goes live, of course, I'm excited to start using it and actually get some on-chain stocks. So it says also track all your stocks, ETFs, the stablecoin position on one wallet with the SoloTex mobile app. There's going to be an app. Yeah, it's going to be massive. Then let's take a look at the Sologenic project itself, because it's yeah, very much connected. It's the main partnership. Uh, how the Sologenic token will actually be integrated, or if it will be integrated, yet remains to be seen. So we're not sure on how the integration will take place, but the way they set it up as a main partner is already it's going to be very positive for the token itself. And as you can see, we're at the 100 million market cap, which is actually tiny if you're looking at the potential. So this is on top of the existing utilities. Like I said, they have attacks. They also have a launchpad they offer. And as you can see here, this is the Sologenic site. You can trade every tokens on the XFP ledger. Also NFTs. They have a bridge to Corium as well. So you can swap here. They have a solo card. So they have quite some utilities here already, which is good to see. Now, when I see charts, I always want to take a look at this. And this one, I haven't looked at it actually yet for a while. We see here the solo versus the XRP chart, and I already see that this looks like a good bottoming formation. You see the trend going lower in a falling wedge, but you see that it's starting to form a bottom. So, which would make a lot of sense. Yeah. So let's keep an eye on that. But then you know how the platform works. You can trade the XRP tokens here on the XRP ledger. There's whole meme coins as well. So you can just create a wallet here or connect an existing wallet and take a look at it. So that's the main utility there. But on top of that, it's going to be the integration with SoloTex. Which is just going to make this it's crazy. Then we have a post here of the CEO of Sologenic and Corium. Make no mistake, is a monumental milestone not only for the company but also for the industry as a whole. One of the most conservative regulatory agencies in the world has not only approved our tokenization platform, but was genuinely interested in understanding our platform. So yeah, that's to get a license like that, especially for something tokenization, that's very hard by itself. So that's why it's also so important. Then shout out to BRA_solo for a good chart here on the high time perspective. And as you see here, it's quite interesting. We had these lows here. Here we had the November peak, which went all the way up to $1. Then we had the crash of the whole market, of course. We had the double bottom here, which formed the bottom formation. And then we had, with the rise of XRP, we had a good retracement here to 50 cents. Since then, people have been a little bit impatient. They didn't dare much news. So then we had this dump. I will show you on the finance chart, or another chart I have actually. I have Sologenic open there. You see it actually wicked lower during the liquidation madness last week. But we had the consolidation here above, which was the perfect support level. Now we're around 25 cents. So I have a lot higher targets as well than currently. Yeah, once this go live, I expect to go over $1 very quickly. And these are actually not crazy targets. This always looks 100x, but in my opinion, you should look here at the market cap. So we're now at 100 million. You're looking at a 10 billion market cap around this price, a little bit lower. And that if you would reach $23, which is certainly possible once this gets live and it gets a lot of adoption, because the token will be connected to it, and the project will be connected to it, and the token hopefully as well. This will create many eyeballs. Then we had earlier this week, we got the CEO of BlackRock again speaking, Larry Fink. He was talking about, he's been talking about REA tokenization for a long time already. But every time he does it, it does have an effect on the market because BlackRock is the biggest player out there. So they're very serious. This is serious money that's talking, and so many assets are going to be tokenized. It's really the future. There's no denying that. Now the only question is who will be the front runners and who will be the winners. So yeah, she can say they're the front runners and they will likely be the winners. But we have to see that, of course. Here, Bob Ross, the creator of Corium and Sologenic as well. Uh, he's saying it's a tiny glimpse of what's about to unfold. A new wave of regulated operations on the way. Uh, yeah. Then we have an article in CoinDesk, one of the bigger crypto news websites. And you see some more information here. Platform is set to debut later this year, aims to provide new share ownership through tokens, including dividends and voting rights. So you're owning the full stock, but then in token format. This also important. Most offerings target so far that target non-US investors. Of course, the US market, biggest market out there for stocks and crypto. So that's why it's also so special. So they were registered with the SEC and FINRA, and they received the approval to launch this. Yeah, the CEO made an interview here, and they can distinguish itself from competitors by offering real share ownership. So here again, the platform uses tokens only when the underlying stock is purchased and hold real shares in regulated custody under U.S. legal frameworks. All right, then let's go to the chart. Let's see Sologenic. Let's give you my opinion in regards to the chart. First, we had this, like I said, this massive peak here in November. This very long consolidation here, this downward trend. And once you see the longer it hits, the harder it hits. The more explosive it becomes. So this is textbook accumulation and explosion. We'll try this one here. And this was also quite interesting. You often see before the explosions, what happened, you see these manipulation. So this is the final, it's like the final shakeout. So here's a strong support and you see this final shakeout, this deviation, and you go back above it and then it's time. And this is how fast it can go in crypto. At least this was around 8 days, 8-day candles, and you're up more than 10x. So since then we have been retracing. This was a point where we broke out again. This was a bit shorter consolidation. As you can see, the breakout, not that explosive, but still more than 2x. And then, people started getting a little bit impatient. Of course, the altcoins were not doing that great anymore. So we saw it slowly grinding down. And we had this crazy wick here actually on spot, Maxi. Imagine having limit orders there, which is nuts. You don't think, nobody thinks it's going to catch it. It hit the exact support level. This is, it's a clear manipulation wick here. And this is likely where there's actually a lot of institutional buyers here. And this is how the big players do it. This is not just a coincidence. Look at this, by the way. If you see this, you see the exact retest of this breakout all the way from 90 cents back to 7 cents, which is quite remarkable. That is always, surprises me. It surprises me how accurate these retraces sometimes get. So this is likely, in my opinion, just came before the news. So this is just a manipulation wick, and there's likely a lot of institutions actually that had their limit orders, and they managed to get it and refill their bags, which is crazy because you actually had a almost a 4x point. And right now, so we consolidated above here, which is also interesting to see above the daily. So we never closed below here. We're just at the scam wick below. And now we're hitting some resistance. So yeah, you either see some consolidation more, but I think it's almost time now. Should not take too long. So yeah, of course you can go back to 20 cents, which is possible. We don't know. Nobody knows. But I expect we see bullish continuation. Yeah, quite fast there, especially with the launch. Then was have to look at when it's time to it's actually going to launch end of the year. Uh, then yeah, you have the real money will be flowing in from people using the platform. So targets, like I said, the short-term targets, you should be retracing back to that 90 cents. That should go relatively quickly. And then for next year, yeah, the sky is the limit here. If it's a success and the token and the project is integrated in a good way, yeah, then this project can really fly. So I'm of course I hold a token, but I'm quite underexposed, I would say. So after I saw the news, I was eyeing it for a while to buy some more, but now I saw the news. I'm going to scoop up some more, so I'll just do it always in DCA form. So look to scoop up some more between where we are now to hopefully a little bit lower. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't really matter to me even if we go back to 17 cents if the market dumps, which is just another opportunity to buy some more. So yeah, definitely going to stock up on Sologenics and we'll see what it brings. We'll be making an update, of course, if there's more news. But for sure, when the platform goes live, show the platform and see how everything is going then. All right, that's it for this video. Give us a subscribe and like if you got some value from it. If you're a Sologenic fan, let me know in the comments. Okay, that's it. Have a good one. Good evening.